Did you know there's a hidden power within you so extraordinary that it has been kept secret until now? A power so magnificent that, if released before the right time, it could be misunderstood, underestimated, or even destroyed. At this very moment, God is refining you, preparing every detail for something that will change your life forever. Stay with me because today we're going to reveal how to unlock this secret and discover your true purpose. There is something within you that the world has yet to see. A power that is hidden, strategically protected. Why? Because it is too grand to be revealed before its time. This hidden identity you carry is part of a divine plan, carefully orchestrated for the exact moment when you are ready to make an impact on the world. Until then, it's natural to feel lost, to question the challenges you face, or even to doubt your own worth. This video is for you if you feel there's something greater waiting to be revealed in your life. Together, we'll explore how the challenges you've faced are shaping your character, how the silence you're living in has a strategic purpose, and how your journey is aligned with a greater purpose. This isn't just an inspirational video, it's a call to understand God's plan for your life and how you can start acting today to release it at the right moment. You'll discover how your struggles are divine tools of refinement, how your humility is a source of power, and how seeing your unique perspective can transform not only your life but also the lives of those around you. This is no coincidence, and it's no accident that you're here. This is the moment you begin to understand that nothing, absolutely nothing, was in vain. So, stay with me until the end of this video. What you'll learn could be the turning point you've been waiting for. It could be the missing key to unlocking what's hidden inside you. Now, let's begin the journey to discover what it truly means to be chosen by God. Have you ever stopped to think about why it feels like something inside you hasn't been fully revealed? This hidden identity isn't a limitation, it's divine protection. Just as a raw diamond must be cut and polished before it shines, your true potential is being carefully guarded until you're ready to manifest it. Think about a seed. It remains buried, unseen, until the right moment to sprout. Your growth also happens in silence, away from curious eyes, to ensure that you're strong enough when you emerge. This waiting period, often filled with doubts, is part of the plan. God didn't hide your gifts by accident. He protected them until you are ready to use them wisely. Imagine Moses, living as a shepherd for 40 years before being called to lead a nation. During that time he was being prepared even without realizing it. And perhaps you are too. Try this. Take a notebook and write down the moments in your life when you felt called to something greater. These patterns are clues to your hidden power, which is growing within you. The question isn't whether you have this potential, but whether you're willing to wait and trust the process. It's not easy, I know. Sometimes, it feels like everyone around you is moving forward while you're standing still. But remember, what comes quickly is often shallow. You are being refined for something deep and lasting. Think of Joseph, who spent years in prison before becoming a governor. His struggles prepared him to handle power without losing his humility. That's exactly what God is doing in your life right now, shaping, protecting, and preparing you for a moment that will be transformative. The potential that seems hidden will be revealed when you're ready, not a moment before. And in the meantime, there is a force already at work in your life, something more powerful than you can imagine. There's something fascinating about carrying immense power with humility. Those who truly possess a hidden power don't need to display it. They keep it under control, moving silently and strategically. Think about this. A calm river is often deeper than a noisy stream. Similarly, your strength lies in your ability to act thoughtfully, without seeking external validation. David, for example, was just a shepherd when he defeated Goliath, but his inner strength, built in silence, was enough to change history. This kind of strength doesn't appear overnight. It requires practice and self-mastery. In daily life, this might mean choosing not to react to unnecessary provocations or criticism. Remember, being strong isn't about proving who you are, it's about knowing when to act and when to wait. How about starting this now? Make a list of situations where you usually feel the need to defend or justify yourself. Then ask, do I really need to respond, or can my silence speak louder? This exercise will help you cultivate resilience and wisdom. What's most interesting is that this quiet power is a form of protection. By acting discreetly, you preserve your energy and avoid attracting envy or resistance before you're prepared. It's a divine strategy that places you in the right place at the right time with the strength you need. Even Jesus lived most of his life simply, away from the spotlight. He knew there was a time for silence and a time for action. And here's the big lesson. Strategic silence isn't weakness, it's preparation. It allows you to grow stronger away from the world's distractions, like an eagle soaring quietly before diving for its prey. But what about the struggles you face? How do they connect to this process of silent preparation? That's exactly what we'll talk about next. The struggles you face aren't signs of weakness or abandonment. They are divine tools of refinement. Think of gold. It only achieves its true brilliance after passing through fire. Similarly, every challenge in your life is shaping you for something greater. There's no growth in comfort. It's in difficulties that you develop resilience and wisdom, the very qualities that will sustain you when the time comes to fulfill your purpose. Consider a practical example. Think of Joseph's story, sold into slavery by his brothers and unjustly imprisoned in Egypt. 4 years, he faced situations that could have destroyed him, but each experience strengthened him and prepared him for the day he would become governor of Egypt. The same is true for you. Next time you face an obstacle, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How is this shaping me for something greater? This simple shift in perspective transforms suffering into a tool for growth. Moreover, your struggles are a way to refine your unique perspective. While many are distracted by superficialities, you are learning to see what truly matters. Each difficulty you face opens your eyes to deeper truths about yourself, the world, and the greater plan you're part of. Use these experiences to strengthen your faith and determination. Something as simple as meditating daily on a Bible verse can help you find clarity even in the toughest moments. Here's the greatest secret: your struggles aren't just about you. They're also about the people who will be impacted by what you're learning now. When you overcome them, you'll have the power to guide others who are still facing their own challenges. But to do that, you must learn to see the world differently, with a vision that goes beyond what's visible. And that brings us to the next point. While many get caught up in the distractions of daily life, you have been called to see beyond the obvious. This is the power of a unique perspective, something that can only be gained through the experiences and struggles that have shaped your journey. It's as if you have access to a secret window that reveals what remains hidden to most. This vision isn't a burden, it's a gift. Think of how a conductor sees music. While others hear only sounds, they perceive the harmony behind the notes. The same is true for you, you see what others cannot. Having this vision means operating on a deeper level, where superficial things lose the power to distract you. This may feel lonely at times, but it's not isolation, it's elevation. To apply this in your life, start paying closer attention to everyday situations. Ask yourself, what is this teaching me? What is the hidden lesson here that others might miss? For example, while many view conflict as purely negative, you might see it as an opportunity for growth or reconciliation. This ability to see beyond also prepares you to help others. When you understand what lies beneath the surface of difficulties, you become a light for those still trapped in darkness. A powerful example is Nelson Mandela's life. He could have seen his years in prison as a loss, but instead he chose to see beyond. That vision enabled him to lead a nation's transformation. Your unique perspective will make you a source of inspiration to those around you. But remember, this vision can only grow if nurtured in silence. Don't rush to share everything you know or feel. Preserve your energy and allow this perspective to develop at the right time. What's being prepared in you isn't for now, it's for a strategic moment when it will have the greatest impact. And this is possible because something precious is being kept in secret. At times you may wonder, why doesn't anyone see who I really am? This feeling of invisibility can be frustrating, but it's actually divine protection. Just as a small flame is shielded from the wind until it's strong enough to grow, your true identity is being safeguarded until you're ready. This protection isn't about hiding you. It's about preserving your essence from influences that could steer you off the path God has planned for your life. There is power in being unknown. When your identity remains hidden, you are shielded from envy, comparisons, and external pressures that could drain your energy. Jesus spent most of his life in anonymity, working as a carpenter in a small village, until the right moment for his mission. You can apply this to your life by focusing on growth away from the spotlight. Ask yourself, what skills, gifts, or knowledge can I develop now in secret to be ready when the right moment comes? This strategic silence is also an opportunity to strengthen your relationship with God. During this time, you can seek clarity about your greater purpose and build the foundation for the impact you're destined to make. Try setting aside daily moments for prayer or meditation, asking for wisdom and patience. During this time, you're not just preserving your energy but also aligning your vision with the divine plan. Here's the beauty of it all. The longer your identity is preserved, the greater the impact when it's revealed. Like a hidden treasure, what's being prepared in you is too precious to be exposed prematurely. What matters isn't when the world will see who you are, but what you'll be ready to do when that happens. And when the right time comes, your strength and purpose will be unleashed in a way no one could have anticipated. Everything being worked on in secret in your life has one purpose: the exact moment it will be revealed. That moment isn't arbitrary, it's carefully planned. Just like a fruit ripens only in its season, your greater purpose will be released when you're ready to carry it. Until then, every challenge and every silent victory is shaping you for something that cannot be contained. Imagine the precision of an archer waiting for the perfect moment to release their arrow. That's how the divine plan works in your life. When that moment comes, everything will align. Your resilience and wisdom, developed through struggles, and the strength accumulated in silence will come together to create a transformative impact. This impact won't just be in your life but also in the lives of those around you. Think of how a single candle can light an entire room. You were called to be that light, but only when your flame is strong enough to withstand the winds of adversity. What can you do today to prepare? Perhaps it's learning something new, deepening your faith, or practicing patience. The moment of revelation will be like a powerful wave that no one can ignore. Everything that was kept in secret, every detail that seemed meaningless, will become part of something grand. You'll be ready to lead, teach, or inspire depending on your calling. Start now by visualizing the impact you want to make and aligning your actions with that vision. Think about it. What would you like people to say about you in the future? Use that vision to guide your steps in the present. The most amazing part is that this moment won't be the end of your journey, but the beginning of something even greater. Because when you finally discover what it means to be chosen by God, you'll realize that the hidden potential within you was just a small part of a much larger plan. And when that plan begins to unfold, it will bring forth something that changes everything. Now imagine this moment. Everything that seemed uncertain, every struggle you faced, and even the most painful silences finally make sense. It's as if a giant puzzle is complete. Your hidden identity, carefully protected by God, is revealed with a force so overwhelming that it cannot be ignored. What was kept in secret wasn't just about you, but about the impact you were called to make in the world. You are no accident, and what's within you is far from ordinary. Think of the moment David faced Goliath. Until that day he was just a shepherd. But in that instant everything changed. In the same way, your moment of revelation will be a turning point. And here's the ultimate truth. This moment doesn't happen simply because you waited, but because you prepared. Every struggle built your resilience and wisdom, every silence strengthened your connection to your greater purpose, and every step, even the uncertain ones, brought you closer to this day. When this potential is finally unleashed, it will be like a flame igniting other flames. It won't just be about your personal transformation, but about how you'll touch the lives of others. Think of how Moses led his people to freedom or how Joseph saved a nation from famine. Your impact will be greater than you imagine because it won't stop with you. It will reach those who have been waiting for someone like you to lead, guide, or inspire. And now, the final question. Are you ready to embrace what God is calling you to do? Are you willing to step out of your comfort zone and act with courage and faith? Because when that moment comes, and it will, your response will determine not only your destiny but the legacy you leave behind. It's time to prepare because something extraordinary is about to happen. Now that you've made it this far, you know that nothing in your life was by chance. Every challenge, every moment of silence, every feeling of waiting was part of a greater plan. You carry extraordinary potential, a strength that has been protected and shaped for the right moment. But understanding this is just the beginning. What you do from here is what truly matters. Are you willing to act on what you've learned? To make your life a reflection of this greater purpose? Ask yourself, what's holding you back from taking the next step? Is it fear, doubt, or a lack of clarity? Remember, what you carry within you isn't just for your transformation but to impact the world around you. The time for hesitation is over. What you've learned here today is a call to action. Do something simple now. Take a piece of paper and write down 3 things you can do this week to align with your purpose. Pray over them, visualize the impact you want to have, and commit to acting. And here's something even more important. Your journey doesn't end here. This is just the starting point. Keep seeking, learning, and growing because what's inside you is too great to be contained. Share this message with someone who needs to hear it. You might be the person who helps someone else find their way to transformation. And if you want to continue this journey with me, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Together, we'll discover what it means to live with purpose, prosperity, and abundance. Are you ready to take the next step? Then start now.